the most detailed paint scheme in the Cup Series makes its return. Here's Kevin Harvick's 2020 Busch Beer Ford Mustang. Howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again, back with another NASCAR Diecast review, and today's car is Kevin Harvick's 2020 Busch Ford Mustang. And wow, man, this is the primary car for Kevin Harvick in 2020. We've already reviewed the 2020 Busch Light car. Let's go ahead and get this 2020 Busch Beer Kevin Harvick Ford Mustang out of the box. Alrighty, folks, brand new out of the box, Kevin Harvick's 2020 Busch Beer Ford Mustang. And wow, man, I mean, these cars, they look so much better when they're removed from the base. I can't stand those the alcoholic bases they put on these cars, but I tell you what, man, the Busch Beer paint schemes are some of the most detailed paint schemes and all of NASCAR, to be honest with you. They have had such creative sponsorship marketing with Kevin Harvick, and I think that's awesome because that's something that we just don't see a lot with NASCAR sponsorships. More likely than not, most of them, they're very boring, very PC about things. But Busch, no, they embrace humor and memes and stuff like that, which I think is funny. I think that's great. You know, you look at the millennial car, the Gen X car. I mean, how many freaking diecasts did Kevin Harvick get in 2019? I mean, it's incredible how many paint schemes this cat had. It's great, though, because it just means more, more of a diverse race car, schedule for the Ford team. So over here on the nose, you got Busch Beer, brewed in the USA, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. I mean, you just got a beautiful, beautiful background. I mean, the main color of the car is kind of like a sky blue, then you have like a dark navy blue. And what it is just pretty much it's just a photo of like the woods or something, and they basically switched, all the dark colors to dark blue and all the other colors to a lighter shade of blue, and it just creates such a really nice three-dimensional graphic for the entire race car, but very, very sharp and very nice. Got the Ford blue oval right there. You go over here to the front of the car, and of course you got your bold Mustang font, very sharp. These Mustang noses, I mean, they are some of the best looking noses in stock car racing. I'll tell you what, if you compare like the Ford Mustang nose from a, 2012 Xfinity car, or then it was a Nationwide car, those things, they didn't look that good. But compared to now, I mean, they were light years better, because back then they actually had a three-dimensional, Mustang nose. I mean, if you think about it, it looked pretty good compared to what they have now. But still, the Xfinity cars have always kind of looked a little boxy, but that's just the style of racing. I do miss when they did the three-dimensional grille inlets. I mean, thinking about it, they were actually pretty cool. And of course, you do see where the decals overlap, that dark blue stripe, so to speak. That's where the side decal and the roof, what they call the roof decals, or at least I call it, overlap. But that's gonna happen in a time or two. Yeah, I got the number 4 there, black splitter, very nice. But the main grille is a little bit sloppy. You can see all the crinkles and air pockets. That's lino quality for you. Then over here to the left side of the car, you got, of course, you got the Busch Beer can, got Busch on the side. Jimmy John's, Haas, American Ethanol ring. You got the terrible outlining of some of these smaller logos. I mean, look at the Kevin Harvick logo. I think it's cool that the Kevin Harvick font is actually, like a gold or a yellow. It looks really cool. You got the American flag, but the background for it is nowhere even close to the actual sky blue color. I mean, it's more close to the dark blue design than the actual base color of the race car, which is the baby blue or sky blue. So that's unfortunate. You got, Mobil 1 there. Over here on the B post, you got Ford, Mobil 1 again, Haas, Hunt Brothers Pizza. Over here on the A pillar, got NASCAR Race Car. Underneath that, you do have the Cup Series logo, which of course is new in 2020. 3M and Lincoln Welders underneath that, and just a beautiful three-dimensional like mountainscape backgrounds on these Busch cars, and you notice where they put a lot of their logos. They condense a lot of like dark forestry around it, like where the Busch can is. Behind it, instead of just having like, you know, just a blank space, they kind of put the tree line. And what's so cool about the car is like the tree line kind of goes all the way to the back bumper of the car, which is really clever designing, like where the Busch logo is. You notice how all the nature, trees, and all that jazz kind of just condense all into this one area. It's very cool how they do that, because when you have a dark background and then you have a light font, it's easier to look at. It's more eye-catching, and that is very important when it comes to you know, commercial marketing and graphic design, stuff like that. Of course, you have your Goodyear logo right there. Very, very nice indeed. I mean, these Mustangs, I mean, they're beautiful. Of course, you know, the side of the car only looks good if you, you know, you ignore the outlining of some of these contingencies. Anyways, at the back of the car, you got the Busch logo, where the Mustang GT logo usually is. Got the number 4, got, what is that, Michigan license plate forward once again, Mobile 1. And like I said, how, like the tree line and everything, how it kind of meets at the back of the car. Corners are very difficult to wrap a race car with, because it's one angle against another. And what they do with this paint scheme is, you notice the corners are very dark. And what that is, that hides the transition. So like this is one flat panel, and this is one flat panel. Now it's very hard to get a design that can wrap around a corner and not, you know, make a jagged edge or anything like that. It's very hard to wrap a race car as well. But when they put these dark corners there, that creates a transition, right? When you watch a video and you have, like, for instance, you have one frame. Well, when there's, you know, like a fade or a pattern or something like that, it's more, you know, easy on the eye. And that's a little trick that some of these designers do with their race cars. Of course, you have the black spoiler there. Very sharp, very nice. Is that a little paint chip down there? No, I don't know. Actually, I think that is a little bit of a decal chip, unfortunately. Over here to the right side of the car. I mean, just, wow, man, it's just, the Mustang mode really does not do this paint scheme justice. Yeah, it was good on the Fusion, you know, the Busch paint schemes, but I tell you what, though, when they put these things on a freaking Mustang, holy cow, man, that was a game changer. I mean, just beautiful looking paint scheme, man, just beautiful. The three-dimensional detail that Busch and Stewart-Haas Racing put into their Busch paint schemes, I mean, it's phenomenal, and I wish we'd seen more of this with all these other paint schemes out there. I mean, Mountain Dew does a great job adding detail. If you've seen the Chase Elliott United paint scheme, that thing is detailed as I'll get. But some of these are really, really bland, you know. Over here to the roof of the car, once again, you know, you just have that, you know, baby blue backgrounds, no pattern or design on the roof. You do have a gold trim number 4, which is beautiful. I really didn't notice that, but it's like it's got a very nice gold trim to it, which is not the true trim of it. You know, you have the black three-dimensional background to it, but very nice detail right there. You do have the Mobile 1 logo on the roof flaps, and you got HARVICK on the name banner, and you got Busch Beer on the deck lid. All in all, folks, this is a beautiful paint scheme. If you haven't picked it up in the 2019 year, you got to get it in the 2020. I mean, this is a staple paint scheme for all your stop motions. You know, you can have the Hunt Brothers pizza car. You can have the Kevin Harvick Mobile 1. You can have all those. I tell you what, though, I want the Busch car. This thing is beautiful. You're going to see all the commercials for it through the 2020 season. You're going to see it on track at most of, you know, of the races this year. You want this in your stop motions. You want this in your collection. Very nice paint scheme. It is detailed. It is beautiful. It is Busch. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss any of my new content. Let me know what y'all think about this 2020 Busch Beer Ford Mustang driven by Kevin Harvick this year. It's crazy to think this cat's supposed to be running until 2023. I mean, this dude is he's going to have a very, very long career in the Cup Series. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this car down below in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Diecastbuffet. I post a lot of cool NASCAR diecast stuff over there. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you're having a great one. Diecastbuffet, signing off.